This is move 3, and black is dead lost. But what's really surprising is the sheer number of your opponents that will fall for this trap. This is the Jobava London system. It's an opening that's direct, stubborn and a little bit insane, much like Jobava himself.
What a terrible performance by me. Terrible. Fuck this shit. I mean, what I'm doing,
The goal is to mercilessly crush black by learning how grandmasters actually launch pawn storms. But first, let's look at how black can be totally lost as early as move 3. You may be noticing something very interesting about this position. It is an exact d4 mirror image of the Italian opening, and this is the two knights defense, an elite, first-class opening against d4. Its twin sister on the other hand? Shocking. Because after knight b5 there is no defending this pawn. Yes, a normal-looking move, and black is losing. These are the types of openings I want to share with you here at Mortal Chess. So subscribe, and introduce a little anarchy to your opening repertoire. The only way for black to survive this position is to start giving away free pawns. We take, knight h5 threatens the bishop, f3 protects and attacks the knight, takes, pawn takes, and in this position, the popular bishop c5 preparing castles, falls for an unimaginable move. Queen takes d5 winning yet another pawn, because after queen takes, we have a way to win back the queen. And it's brilliant. The Jobava London is a forced win, finish. Case closed. Except, just like in the Italian, after we develop our bishop, black can do the same. Now this is a legit opening. If we insist on playing for knight b5 tricks anyway, well, a simple knight a6 followed by c6 and finally queen b6, all of a sudden, it's no longer clear who's attacking whom anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game is far from over, but don't you hate it? When you give your opponent even the tiniest drop of pride. This is why grandmasters closed their files, put the Jobava London aside and called it quits. Until one day, from the darkest, most creative depths of Jobava's mind, came an idea. And it was insane. Are you the type of person that wears these shoes, eats roasted bear for breakfast and breathes air 5 times a day? This is your type of move. Because the elite, sophisticated grandmasters only launch their pawns if 2 conditions are met. The king is safely tucked away, and the center is locked. None of those conditions are met here. So you can imagine the utter shock and bewilderment when grandmasters saw the moves f3, g4 and h4 hurled at their king's side anyway. Insanity. But it works. Because in this position, black has to play h6 to save this bishop, and more often than not, he will make a devastating mistake in the next 3 moves. Because while developing normally, putting pieces in their best possible squares, and because this is a Mortal Chess video, there just has to be that one normal looking move that gets your opponent in huge trouble. Bishop takes f4, Merry Christmas. How so? To answer your question, first, let's learn about piece value. While this holds true in general, in the opening however, things are a little bit different, because every move is an investment. You don't simply move a piece in the opening. You invest a move in that piece. So logically, a bishop that has moved 3 times is more valuable than a bishop that has moved only once. Yes, I'm talking about this bishop, and why we immediately go to force an exchange with our bishop. A simple exchange, and black is down 2 moves. This is how games are won at the elite level. Let me show you. In this position, castles makes it clear that black is 2 moves behind. But how dangerous is that really? Well, if it's an open position, it may well be your head on a platter. This position looks close to me. Yes, I can hear your thoughts, and that brings us to this move. g5, breaking the position open. Moves like knight d7 fail completely to knight b5. So, after a series of captures, knight g8 and rook h7, black will spend the rest of the game miserably trying to defend these pawns. This is the price of one slow move at grandmaster level. Brutal. Let's look at how a game between 2 1400s continued from here. In this position, you can either go for checkmate or promote 5 queens. Which type of person are you? Type A or Type B? Comment down below because I want to know what kind of monsters watch Mortal Chess. This is the Jobava London system. But wait, what is this weirdness by black? Like and subscribe for part 2.